Hey, Getting Real with Hillary, and I just recorded my Westport Public Library um, Zoom recording for my book, The Second Piece of French Toast. If marriage was my dream, why was I numbing myself? So, they asked me what did I want to leave people with after reading my book, and what I talked about was um, that if they're finding themselves numbing themselves in whatever manner, I think there's plenty of ways to numb. My favorites are alcohol, chips, anything salty, I think, that I can chew on. Worrying is a way to numb myself. Um, yeah, worrying, I realize, is a big one. Instead of really getting with what I have to do, I'll just start worrying. Like, and I won't even know it. It'll be like, what am I going to do here? How am I going to move? Where am I at? What do I need to pack? And those things are not really that important. Like right now, I should probably be making calls for work. But since I was worrying, see so I realized I was worrying. I was worrying about the recording that I just did. So I decided, okay, one of my techniques is being able to share, being able to get into dialogue, being able to work something out. I can do it through writing or I can do it on these videos. I don't know if it's valuable to anyone else, but it's valuable to me. So that's why I continue to do it. So what I'm worrying about currently is how did I do? And here's the big one. So I was answering the last question. I didn't even know it was the last question. And as far as I was concerned, we had only been recording for 10 minutes. So I wasn't even looking at the clock. Usually I am. And the person from the library comes back on. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should stop talking, right? And then all of a sudden, it was over. And I thought, oh, was I talking too long? Did I talk too much? Did I say the right thing? Okay. So not only was I worried, nervous before I did it, that I was going to freeze or not be able to think of anything or whatever, getting it right, then I do it, and now you'd think I could just relax because it's done. No, of course not. Now I get to worry about how did I do? Okay, does this sound like okay, I'm not allowed to use the words crazy, insane, or weird. Okay, so let's see. What would be a word I could use instead? Does that sound like a trap for, uh, uh it's hard to not say those words, but so I'm just going to say them and I'm not paying a dollar. That sounds like a trap for going crazy. Like literally, before I'm too nervous and afterwards I'm worrying about what I did. So is there any peace? No, there's no peace. So what I'm going to do is take a breath. I'm going to take a breath. Let's take another breath, just like we did in the last video. Try not to get the double chin in there. Let's go. One more. Okay. You know what? That actually does help to calm me down. Because does it matter? And even if I did talk too much, who cares? I did my best. I don't know how it was. I'll let you guys give me the feedback, but I actually was in the moment answering the questions. I got moved. I got emotional as usual, and I had my tissues ready. So, what more can you want? Having tissues when your nose starts running is one of the best things in the world. Not having tissues when your nose is running is not pleasant at all. So, I had my tissues. I found out yesterday that people could get on, so I got to take care of that. Um, and you know what? Time to let it go and move on and get the next thing done. Because what's the point of worrying about it? I mean, really, it's just, well, you know what? I'm I'm not going to say I shouldn't be because that doesn't work. I'm just going to allow myself to go, "Oh yeah, I'm going to keep having those thoughts." And you know what? I'm going to keep having those thoughts. They're not going to stop, and then I'm going to say, "Okay, what can I be doing now?" instead of indulging those thoughts. So, I'm going to just after I hang up, I'm going to make a list of the things I need to do. I know I have some phone calls, I have some other things, and there's stuff that I need to get done. So I am going to say to myself, I did the best job I can. I'll probably worry about it until I don't, and that's okay. I'm not perfect. I don't have my shit together. I never will. And that's just part of my charm. Because wouldn't you hate me if I had my shit together? Really? Really? Well, as someone told me once, guess what? You're never going to have your shit together, and you might as well just live your life now because it's never going to happen. And then I forget, and I think, oh, I shouldn't be nervous. I shouldn't be worried. I shouldn't be overthinking everything and wondering how I did. No, that's okay. It's human. Of course, I wanted to do a good job. Why wouldn't I? Something that's going to be public, something that I want to be able to post the link at. I don't want it to suck, but it's over. So I'm going to let it go. Thank you so much for listening. And it'll be posted on gettingrealwithhillary.com. And I know I probably don't seem like someone that would be helpful to you in making a plan, but I am. I'm really good at it. If you have something that you want to accomplish some way where you feel like you're the CI or W word, crazy, insane, or weird, then I can definitely help you work through that. We could do 1 half hour, we can do an hour, and you will feel like a new person because you know what? I don't judge. I feel like you can't be any worse than me. You can't have worse thoughts than me. You can't think worse about yourself than me in my worst moments. So I'm not going to judge you. I am an open space for you to communicate. And by communicating, by sharing, and by saying what you don't think you should tell anyone, you can actually get free and have the um, opportunity to create a life that you really love. So join me, gettingrealwithhillary.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. Can't wait to send out that link.